Hi class. So today we will talk about is the causes of inflation. So let us start the class. So as I said, we were discussing about inflation and the price index and the consumer price index, and also about is the wholesale price index. So we had studied that in the previous class. So today we will talk about that what exactly are the causes. Okay. So inflation is mainly caused either by two factors, okay, and it is called as demand pull, or cost push factors. Okay, so it's called as cost push factors. Okay, so these are the various very important principles through which we can understand that this is the causes. So causes has two important phenomena, that is demand pull and cost push factors. Okay, now apart from that, there is also something called as demand and supply factors are also there. So supply factors are also there, which are helping out, they are caused by structural bottlenecks and policies of the government. So there are something, some other causes are policies of government. Okay, and then the banks also, because taking the interest, higher interest rates and lower interest rates, so central banks also play a problem. Okay, so now we will understand the major causes. So as I told you, like in the initial stages, that there are two major causes, that is demand pull and cost push factors, and apart from that, there is demand and supply factors and some policies of government and the central bank. So now we will see one by one the major causes. So let me just erase this. Okay, so the major causes of inflation. Okay, so there are major causes of inflation we need to know, as I said, also told you also. So first we will talk about is demand pull. Yes, demand pull factors. Okay, now what is the meaning of demand pull? Let me write the definition. See, when aggregate demand exceeds the aggregate supply at full employment level. So this is very important to know. Now what is demand pull? As I said, like aggregate means the total demand exceeds the total supply at full employment. So what is full employment? Say there are 100 industries. Okay, so 100 people are employed. So this stage is are employed. So this is basically at the stage when the employment is completely full and there is not a single person can be employed, and this happens when the demand is like total demand is exceeding the total supply. So what I meant to say, suppose if the supply of jobs, say jobs is the supply, okay, and jobs is the supply and demand is people. Okay, so now there is 100 people and 100 jobs. Okay, so now when there is 101%, there is zero job supply. So you're understanding my point. So supply is no more there. There were only 100 vacancies, and out of that 100 people have already got the jobs. Now what will happen to 101? Okay, so this, when the demand exceeds the supply, and then there is no space for anybody else to get employed, and this stage is called as demand pull factors. Okay, so now let us go to the next one. So this is one of the major causes of inflation. Okay, so let me rub this. Yes, now come to the second one, that is cost push factors. Okay, so what do you mean by this? Now let me write down the definition. When aggregate supply increases due to increase in the cost of production, while aggregate demand remains the same. So what is cost push? Okay, so cost push, so that means you are pushing, right? So some cost is being pushing, and what happens is when the supply is increasing due to the increase in the cost of production. Okay, so basically what is happening is the aggregate demand remains same. So say for example supply is more, okay, because now the cost is more, okay, but demand is same. So now the producers have to some way or the other sell the products, and but at the same time there is nobody to buy the products, excess demand is not happening, so they don't have any other option because cost is increasing. So the cost of production is increasing for supplying of these goods, and these goods are remaining idle because nobody is buying apart from whatever is the normal demand. Like give you example, say 100 is the supply and 100 is the demand. Now suddenly the supply increases to 140, but the demand is 100. So what happens to 40? So they don't have any other option, but they will increase the price, okay, to compensate the losses. So this is called as cost push factor, okay. So this is very important. So this is the second cause. Let's go to the third cause. So let me rub this quickly. Yes, the third one. So the third one I assume is called as bottlenecks. So bottlenecks means the problems, okay. There are certain hurdles, okay, and they are also called as structural bottlenecks, okay. So what do you mean by means? What kind of bottlenecks can happen? What kind of hurdles can happen? First of all, let's talk about the first hurdle, that is agriculture. So agriculture prices fluctuations, okay. Then weak infrastructure, okay. So the price of goods, just because road transport is not happening properly, the petroleum products are, the infrastructure is so bad, the distance is more, the roads are bad, so that is why the agriculture prices are having fluctuations. So infrastructure is also a very very important point for determining the causes of inflation. Okay, the fourth cause. So the fourth cause is money intervention policy, or money policy intervention by the central banks. Now what is the meaning of money policy intervention? Say central banks means I'm talking about RBI. So suddenly RBI will increase the interest rate, okay. So suppose interest rate of home loan increases. So this will pull up pressure, and this will pull up pressure to the people who are already, because their supply of money is the same, okay, and their employment, their salary is the same, but due to this policy of new changes in the RBI policy that, increasing the interest rate or something. So what is happening is this is creating an immense pressure, okay, of money value, like completely decreasing and prices increasing, because as I said, you cannot cope up, the value of the price is increasing day by day, and this is happening because new policies or changes are happening, and this is happening, and it is not happening for the good, but it is happening for the bad. So that is why this is also causing a very very important point for causes of inflation. The fifth one, so expansion of fiscal policy by the government. So suddenly, if the what is the meaning of fiscal policy? So fiscal policy is something where the government wants to increase by way of taxes, and it increases the taxes, so they use fiscal policy. So increases of taxes will again overburden, okay,